And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. What we are trying to do here, we are trying to build the three pillars, right? Pillar number one, we are trying to put together all these market structure, highs and lows, trend lines, support, resistance, Fibonacci's, multiple time frames, the MACD, and build a strategy or a system. Everybody, pillar number two, we are trying to understand how risk management works in our strategy and or system. And the big one, what is the big one? The big one is the psychology part. Hello Salbakti, how are you? Hello Zuelius, hello Miguel, and hello my Russian friend. I don't know how to read your name because it's in Cyrillic. Cyrillica, I don't know how to pronounce this, I'm sorry. But hello to you. And the big one is the psychology part, right? If we don't have our head straight, and if our heart and our mind are not in the right place, no risk management and no strategy and or system is going to help us. And what do champion traders say? Champion trader says that I am not going to leave a trade on a trade basis. And of course this is a quote from Mark Douglas. And what do I say? Well, I do say in the Forex Trading Course 101, well, it's not if, but when the market is going to scare you, don't be afraid to do the right thing, Hello Annie, how are you? Everybody, we are in the intermediate module, so if this is your first time with us and if you don't quite understand what is happening, why, where, how, please go back on the Ducascopy YouTube webinar channel and start to watch lesson number 1. Basic module, lesson number 1, what is market structure. Ciao Giuseppe, come stai? And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. For homework or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact. That being said, everybody, let's start with the lesson trading Fibonacci numbers, the Contrarian Fibonacci in multiple time frames. Alright, so let's do something like this. Let's open a new chart, and we are going to have something like this. This is going to be the charts quadrant, and on the left corner we are going to have the monthly chart. Monthly is going to be here, and then we are going to have the weekly down left corner, weekly chart. Right up corner we are going to have the daily chart, right, and on the right down corner we are going to have the 1 hour, 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 15 minutes. No, 15 minutes it doesn't apply because we have the daily, but okay, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, right? Now today's part 1. Why is that? Because we are going to start with an up structure, an up Fibonacci. Okay, so, and remember everybody, we are learning today multiple Fibonacci in multiple time frames, and we're going to talk about the original Fibonacci, something like this. Maybe a little bit slower, we need to have 1618 extension, something like this, and transparency. And then we are going to also talk about our Contrarian Fibonacci, and it's going to be something like this. And we are going to change colors, so, and this is one, this is the original Fibonacci, and this is the Contrarian Fibonacci. Now on the weekly, most likely we are going to have the same with a slight difference. and our original Fibonacci on the weekly again is going to be something like this. Change colors, and then our contrarian Fibonacci on the weekly is going to be something like this. Passion, why is that? Well, because the smaller time frames have more swings, right? And now we have the daily, which is going to be like this, you know. The daily is going to be like this, and on the daily we are going to have the original Fibonacci pointing down. Not this one, but change colors again, edit label, edit. Okay, I'm going to maybe put it up in here a little bit, the Fibonacci, so okay, it's going to be the same picture, maybe a little bit like this, you know, something like this, and we can do something like this, you know, also. So we have a down Fibonacci, original one, and our contrarian Fibonacci is going to be something like this. Let's change colors one more time, and then we are going to start talking. But you can guess, everybody, what is the first question? The first question is what we are going to do. Are we going to enter a long trade on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Or are we going to enter in a short-term trade, you know, on the 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever chart? And just give me a second, everybody, and let's put this like this one, right? Like this, and our original Fibonacci on the 4 hour chart or the 1 hour chart is going to be like this. Passion, but this is difficult. Of course it's difficult, you know. You cannot learn, everybody, just with the easy stuff, you know. And our contrarian Fibonacci is going to be like this, edit levels. Contrarian Fibonacci like this, right? And let me check, this one doesn't have the confirmed C. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, everybody, now you are my teacher, I'm your student, and we are talking about that we are going to trade the Fibonacci, right? So let's make a poll, everybody. What are we going to do? Teacher, should we go long? Should we go short? Should we buy the market? Should we short the market? What should we do? Now I have a good news and a bad news, you know. A good news is that you need to learn and understand the concepts of the Fibonacci's. And what is the bad news? Well, the bad news is if you don't understand and learn the concepts of the Fibonacci's, meaning where is the greatest force, all together with trend lines, support and resistance levels and everything, you know, we are going to lose money because we are going to enter a low probability trade. Namaste Pata, how are you? Happy Wednesday, King, how are you? So everybody, are we going to short the market? Remember, there is no right or wrong, right? We are here to learn. So let's make a poll. And you need to learn this, everybody, if you want to use the Fibonacci's, because this setup of Fibonacci's, it happens all the time, you know. And many times it happens, we have the monthly, weekly, daily, but it could happen with weekly, daily, 1 hour and 15 minutes, you know. You have all kind of combinations of Fibonacci's. Take the GBP pairs and take some of the Euro pairs. You are going to have the original Fibonacci on the daily in the opposite direction to the weekly. and you are going to have opposite direction also on most of the contrarian Fibonacci's on the same currency pair. What are you going to do? Long, short term, Zuelius, what time frame? Teacher Zuelius, thank you for your answer, but what time frame? What time frame, Teacher Zuelius? What time frame? And of course, you know, I can help you a little bit, right? So this is, if this was the fall, then the weekly would have something like this, you know. This is from the daily, right? Transparency, you know. And from the, let me check, how can I help you, everybody? The daily, it's like this, and the, let's say that the market is doing this, you know, something like this. Maybe this is going to help you. And from the daily, right, 1 hour, 2 hour chart, well, let's leave it like this, or maybe because we have two lower lows, two lower highs, is going to be something like this as a signal, you know. Long, short term, short, long term. The weekly has a conformancy. Most of the strength will be on this time frame. Miguel, yes, this is a concept, but how are you going to trade this? Teacher Zuelius says 2 hour chart. So let's go step by step, Zuelius. 2 hour chart, long or short? On the 2 hour chart, what do you want to do? Do you want to go long or do you want to go short on the 2 hour chart? Hello MHB boss, how are you? Any long the 4 hour chart, okay? Short, okay, let's talk about, let's take teacher Annie and teacher Zuelius because both says long, okay? Long, okay. Let's go, everybody, let's address first the long Fibonacci trade from the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, okay? And remember, I'm your student and I'm asking questions, you know, so teacher Annie and teacher Zuelius, why would you go, I mean, why are we going long? Number one, because the market is making lower lows, lower highs on the 1 hour, 2 hour time frame, and the daily Fibonacci is down. Hello Vincent, yes, there we are going to talk about a short one. Vincent, did you call Victor to help you about the homeworks and everything? Everybody that wants to go long, you are my teacher, so Zuelius and Annie for the time being, okay? I'm asking you, why are we going to go long right now, if the market is making two lower lows, two lower highs, you know? We don't have a confirmed C from the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, we don't have a confirmed C, and the original Fibonacci from the daily is down. What is going to be your answer? But Passion, we can do anything we want. Yes, of course the market can do anything it wants and you can do anything you want, but we are trying to learn probabilities, you know. So I'm not saying that you are wrong, everybody. I'm just asking questions, you know. I'm a student and I'm curious, you know, because I'm trying to understand how Fibonacci's work. But I learned about the short-term trend, I learned about structure, and I learned about the conformancy. So for the teachers who want to say, who are telling me, okay, let's go long, you know, well, why are we going long if we have two lower lows, two lower highs? We don't have a conformancy on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frame, and the original Fibonacci is down. Isn't this risky, teachers? Yes, ha ha ha, last night, great, great. We have a deal, man. Remember, we have a deal, you know. Just work on the deal. Teacher Zuelius, Teacher Annie, what are you going to tell me? And I'm going to have questions, everybody. Oh no, it's a let's short the market. Well, I have questions also for the short one. Ah, Miguel, my friend, long on the weekly, right? Because you don't need to deal with this one. No, sir. No, sir. Let's learn in here, right? Yes, let's buy the monthly, you know, because the monthly, it's the greatest force, of course. But come on, everybody, you know. Try to learn the monthly and the week. Oh, Passion, I send you my monthly chart, you know. I mean, okay, you are working, but you are not learning, you know. Everybody, this is the difficult stuff. This is where you are going to make or lose your fortunes. Not in here. You don't have the billions to enter on and trade the weekly charts, right? Work in here. The daily and the 1 hour, 2 hour, this is where you are going to make or lose your millions. Not this one. And again, you know, you are not wrong, Miguel and everybody else, but come on, you know, learn the difficult stuff. Miguel says, if you go long on the 2 hour, you go against the higher time frame. Miguel, you are correct. What are you going to do, Miguel? This is the question. We know the concept, right? Now is the time to put the concept in place. Everybody, you can do anything you want, but you are not allowed to do one thing. You are not allowed to stay out of the market. You must trade, alright? Passion, I want my Ferrari and my Porsche and travel around the world. That's it. You must trade. I mean, I'm not saying that you must do the crazy things and stuff. According to your knowledge and according to your strategy, everybody, you should trade. I mean, you must trade, you know. Oh, I'm staying out. Okay, good luck with this one, you know. Oh, but we learned that Passion, you said last year that staying out is also a position. You are mixing apples with bananas, everybody, again. Stay out when you don't have a signal from your strategy, but it's not the case in here. Here you can do a lot of things when you know how probabilities work. So Miguel, you are absolutely right, but the next question is, Miguel, you are the head of trading on Dukascopy and we are your traders and we are asking you, boss, what are we going to do? Right now, should we short the market or should we go long? Everybody, it's simple as this. We don't need concepts anymore. We need long or short answers. Zuelius, we do not have a confirmed in the daily. Original, I think we can enter long with the next counter trendline break. Great answer. The last candle is above the low of the small structure and the original is also up. No, the original Fibonacci is down. Look at the colors, Annie. And, you're talking about the 2 hour, okay, I'm sorry. It's also up and the daily has made a higher high. Okay, weekly and monthly originally. Everybody, you need to learn one thing. Daily see not confirmed market still can return. Yes, it can. What you are going to do? Okay, so let's start learning, everybody. In this example, the monthly and the weekly are not going to help you. The monthly and the weekly are not going to help you. Passion, why not? Because the monthly and the weekly are going to show you what is the long-term direction. You know, maybe the long term, maybe the short term direction. But when we are when we are losing money and pips is timing. So if you are everybody, if we are like 95% of the world, right? 95% of the world, we are retail traders with a few $1,000 in the trading account, real money. Some have more, some have less, you know, maybe I have 200, 300, and this is my money, so, you know, so, and I'm here, you know, I cannot trade from the monthly and weekly, so those charts, even though they are going to give me a general direction, you know, or maybe short-term insight, are not helping me in here, you know. So, and again, everybody, now what is difficult to learn? All of you are right, you know. Oh, the monthly has this, and the weekly has this, and the monthly is this one, and the week. All of you are right, but you need to learn that here is not going to help you, because we have a challenge that it's called timing. It doesn't matter if I'm going to go long or short. If I have my timing wrong, I'm going to lose. Does this make sense to you, everybody? Second trade, 50-50. What are you going to do, Patak? Everybody, don't send, not that you are wrong, but we are trying to move forward with the learning, okay? Don't type in the chat the concepts. Type what is your decision. Alright? Concepts are okay, but you are going to improve your Fibonacci trading making decisions. Okay? Not just, oh, I know the concepts and the conformity has a higher chance. We know this, right? But what is your decision? And again, you are not allowed to stay out of the market. You should trade. Miguel says, I would go short on the daily since it's a clear downtrend. Great. With a down Fibonacci spite of non-conformed C. The original Fibonacci on the daily coincides with the contrarian of the weekly. Miguel, congratulations to you. It's a great answer. Great answer, better than before, so you're improving. Congratulations to you. Great answer. Now, Teacher Miguel, what about the conformed C? What about the conformed C, Teacher Miguel? If I'm going to short the market on the daily, but the weekly has found a conformed C, you know, Passion, but you are talking on the weekly. Yes, so we have a relationship, everybody. The 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frame, if you enter on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frame, if this is your trading time frame, the relationship is with the daily. But Miguel says, oh, I'm going to short the market on the daily, so what is the confirmation time frame of the daily? It's the weekly, right? This is why I'm talking about the weekly. So if you want to short the market on the daily, Miguel, what about, and again everybody, I'm not saying that you are wrong, I'm just asking questions, you know. What about the conformed C? Isn't this risky, you know, shorting the market with the conformed C? Fibonacci talking on the weekly, Miguel, and everybody else? Zuelio says, yes, the contrarian of the 2 hour coincides with the original of the day. Okay, Miguel, but just choose one, alright? One more time, everybody, okay? Let's go, let's start from the beginning. One more time. Choose a time frame, maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, or the daily. Choose a time frame and just type in the chat 1 hour long or 1 hour short, or daily long or daily short. And no, please don't say, oh, weekly long, weekly short, okay, it's too easy. We are learning here, you know, if you have 5,000 bucks, everybody, or 10,000, well, you have some currency pairs that you can enter from the daily, but 90% of us, we are retail traders, you know, with a few $100, so we are going to trade the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, you know. MHB says, I just watched the candlestick bullish and bearish formation in monthly and weekly and then analyze daily but trade on 2 hour. I can't trade monthly and weekly because I don't have money to put stop loss very away. Thank you, MHB. Okay, so we talked about the long trade on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, right? Now let's address, is anybody here who want to short the market? Passion, tell us the answer. No, not yet. I have a comment on the other streaming platform. You are not going to see this on YouTube, but somebody saying, oh, tell us the answer. Not yet. Not yet. You are here to learn, so 2 hour long short, yes. Okay, we address this one. And Zuelius, you didn't answer, you know. I mean, you didn't answer to my question as a student, you know. So, one more time, everybody, for the teachers that want to go long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, isn't this risky? Because, number one, we have 2 lower lows, 2 lower highs, and we don't have a confirmed C on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frame, and the original Fibonacci is down. Isn't this risky? Wouldn't be wiser to short the market? What do you think? And I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat, everybody. For the one who wants to short the market, you know, I'm going to ask you, well, why are we shorting the market if we are in an up, we have an up Fibonacci, you know, and we are in an uptrend on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Or is it an uptrend, you know? I mean, you can rearrange these lines to uptrends, downtrends, structures, you know, but isn't risky, everybody, you know, isn't risky to go to short the market because we have the original Fibonacci is up and the daily did not find the C. The 2 hour is also in a downtrend as the daily. Yes, Miguel, but we have an original Fibonacci, it's up. Everybody, you are all correct, you know, but I'm asking questions. We are in a downtrend. Well, maybe yes, maybe no, but our original Fibonacci. And if you would check your Fibonacci's on the charts, everybody, you have a lot this kind of setups. Passion, give us the answer. Not yet. We have 30 more minutes to think about. Everybody, if you want to learn one thing today, you can, it's wise to check all the 4 time frames, but I'm telling you, the monthly and the weekly are going to help you regarding the long term and the short term bias, but not about the timing, you know. So, what do you mean by that? What do I mean by that? I mean this. You must understand, everybody, when you trade the Fibonacci's, I'm going to give you an example. You must understand when you trade the Fibonacci's that just because the weekly has found a confirmed C, this doesn't mean that it cannot push down the daily and the 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour chart. Passion, can you repeat? Yes, sir. It's just an example. I'm going to repeat again. You must understand, it's just an example. You must understand that just because the weekly in this example has found a confirmed C, and this is supposed that, oh, the market should go up, and yes, talking about probabilities, the market should go up. But just because the weekly found a confirmed C, this does not mean that it cannot push lower the daily and the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. And everybody, if you are learning Fibonacci's, if you are going to use the Fibonacci's, watch this lesson not 1, 2 times, watch this lesson 5 times. Oh, but it's 5 hours. Yes, it is, but those concepts are worth, you know. You are not going to remember tomorrow anything about today's class. Vincent, because daily is down, higher time frame structure stronger. Yes, sir, but we are not talking about structure, we are talking about Fibonacci trading. Okay? And on the other side, everybody, you know, we talked about just because the market found the C on the weekly, you know, it goes the same with the monthly. Again, it's just an example. Just because the monthly did not find a confirmed C, talking about Fibonacci, this does not mean that it cannot go up and push up your daily and the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Zuelius, 2 hour original Fibonacci is equal to the daily Contrarian Fibonacci. Wow, you are getting there. Yes, sir. Daily controls the 2 hour. Yes, sir. Daily original Fibonacci C is not confirmed. Wow, great answer. Congratulations. This is one part. Passion, give us the answer. Zuelius just found, everybody, part of the equation. So this is the answer. This is part of the answer. What we are seeing on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart is exactly the same what we are seeing on the daily chart. I mean, this piece of information here. The quadrant, congratulations, Zuelius. Wow, I mean, you know, congratulations. This quadrant on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart is this quadrant on the daily. And Zuelius saying the 2 hour Fibonacci original one equals the daily contrarian. And the daily contrarian did not find the C. And does this make sense to everybody? This is a nice setup, you know. Congratulations, Zuelius. Vincent, daily down Fibonacci is not confirmed, so it will have a change to down. Yes, we know. Vincent, what is your answer? Do you want to go long? Do you want to go short? What is your answer? You know? So let's work with Zuelius, everybody. Okay, let's work with Zuelius. This is one part. Congratulations, Zuelius. And let's spread one more. So let's put a circle. So, and this circle. So we're going to have a quadrant and a circle, everybody. This circle on the daily is this circle on the weekly. You are looking at the exact same thing. Right? Weekly original Fibonacci C is confirmed. It doesn't help you. Don't mix apples with bananas, Zuelius. The weekly is not helping you when you are entering on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. But you guessed correctly the daily. You know? So everybody, does it does make sense what Zuelius is saying, everybody. Teacher Zuelius, congratulations. Is anybody in here who this doesn't make sense? Zuelius is saying that he's going to go long because the original Fibonacci. Zuelius is saying that he's going to go long on the 2-hour chart because the original Fibonacci on the 2-hour chart equals to the contrarian on the daily. Is anybody here who this doesn't make sense? And talking about probabilities, the daily did not find the C, right? And now you can add the trend lines, and the market just did the higher high, you know. So what is the probability? So from the, okay, so long Z Zuelius, right? Okay, you want to go long on the 1-hour chart. Okay, what is your trade, Zuelius? It's a 50% trade, it's an 80% trade on the 1-hour chart. Fibonacci talking, you know. You spatially see something that is very good. Congratulations. Now let's talk about the probability of this trade. Miguel says, I wrote this a while ago, the contrarian on the 2-hour coincidence with the original of the daily. The contrarian on the 2-hour coincides with the original on the daily. No sir, it does not. No, Miguel, the contrarian on the 2-hour, it does not. I'm going to show you. This is not the same, Miguel. You are saying that this quadrant on the 2-hour equals this quadrant. It does not. Or if I'm going to duplicate this quadrant, you are saying that your smaller quadrant coincides with this one. Do you see the difference, Miguel? Everybody, it's a process, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. We are here to learn. It's a process. But the original on the 2-hour time frame equals to the contrarian. This is, we are looking at the same thing. But the contrarian on the 2-hour does not coincides with the daily. Does not. This is the daily, not this one. Those are two different things. But thank you for the comment, Miguel. You know, I mean, there are a lot of traders and students who are learning this and are looking, you know, are thinking as you. But I'm telling you, everybody, this is wrong, you know. The original one and the contrarian, yes. But the contrarian on the 2-hour and the original on the daily, then the answer is no. Okay, Miguel, can you see the difference? Patak says long. Any 50% because we are not in an extension. Yes, ma'am, correct. Because the daily original Fibonacci equal to the weekly. Amen, come again with the weekly. Stop with the weekly. You are entering on the 1-hour chart, you know. Zuelius and everybody, you are right, alright? You are right, but it's not going to help you. Forget about the weekly. If you are entering on the 2-hour chart, forget about the weekly. And again, I'm not saying forget about the weekly. Oh, I'm not going to analyze anymore, you know. I'm talking about entering into the market right now. The weekly has nothing to do with the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart is your trading time frame, and the daily is your confirmation time frame, period. Zuelius, are we clear on this? Anyway, let's read what Zuelius said. Because the daily original Fibonacci equal to the weekly contrarian Fibonacci, and the weekly original Fibonacci C is confirmed, then the probability to go down is low. No. No. Why not, everybody? I just told you 2 times. Everybody, why Zuelius' statement is wrong? Not clear, sir. I know. What part? What part is not clear? Okay, Zuelius and everybody else. One more time, okay? We are here. We are retail traders, and we have 100, 200, 300, 3,000 bucks in our pocket, okay? It doesn't matter, demo, live account, hopefully demo, right? We cannot enter from the monthly and the weekly. Agreed? We can enter from the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart. Agreed? King, do we agree on this, everybody? Patak says the 2-hour contrarian is the contrarian, is 2-hour contrarian is contrarian. Patak, what are you talking about? Let's not, everybody, let's not complicate too much, alright? Let's go step by step. Number 1, it doesn't matter them or live account, we don't have enough money to enter on the monthly weekly. Do we agree? Yes, sir. Okay. We can enter from the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart. Therefore, our confirmation time frame is the daily. Do we agree on that one? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, great. Passion, but we have the monthly and the weekly. Yes. Because we don't have enough money to enter on the weekly chart, we are going to enter on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart. And therefore, our confirmation time frame is the daily. Agreed? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. There is nothing wrong to check the weekly. But if you are going to enter on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart because of what weekly is saying, this is a mistake, everybody. Why is that? Because if the trading time, those are concepts, rules from the market. Because we are entering from the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour time frame, our confirmation time frame is the daily. Period. End of story. I cannot enter on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart. And I'm talking about Fibonacci trading, not about structure and position trades or whatever. I'm talking about Fibonacci's. I cannot enter on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart because of what the weekly or the monthly are saying to me. But I can enter on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart because of what daily is saying. You know? Or in other words, just because the weekly has found a confirmed C and the weekly is going to push up, you know, the weekly has an 80% chance to push up. This doesn't mean that on the smaller time frame, because the market needs to wave, it cannot push lower. everybody, you must, and this is Forex course 101, you know, in the beginner, in the basic module, what we learned? We learned that one weekly wave equals to, generally speaking, there is not a statistic because the market is always moving, but one weekly wave equals to 100 to 700 waves on the 1 hour chart. It's not a rule. One weekly wave, what is the wave? Extension, retracement, extension. This is a wave. One weekly wave equals to 100 to 700. It's in general, okay? Don't oh, I'm going to count the waves and oh, Passion, you are wrong, the Euro JPY did 70. It's in general, you know, generally speaking. One weekly wave equals to, from 100 could be less to 700 could be more waves on the 1 hour chart. Not the 2 hour, for 1 hour chart. And this is why, even though the weekly has found a conformancy, you cannot enter and take in consideration what are you going to do on the 1 hour chart, because this chart, Fibonacci talking, not structure, don't mix apples with bananas. This chart, Fibonacci talking, has nothing to do, at least not directly, you know, has nothing to do with your trade on the 1 hour chart. I'm going to repeat again. What the Fibonacci is doing on the weekly chart has nothing to do directly with your trade on the 1 hour chart. Passion, this is difficult to understand. I know, it takes some time, don't worry, it's a process. This is why today is part 1, you know, don't worry, we are going to spend 2 months on the Fibonacci's. King, is it clear? Everybody, King and everybody else, is it clear, this concept? You can check, you can analyze, but if you are going to trade from the 1 hour chart, check the confirmation time frame before you enter. Everybody, are we clear, everybody? Does this make sense to you? Everybody? Now, somebody saying on the other platform, of course, you know, Passion, so we don't need to check the weekly and the monthly. Don't mix apples with bananas. It's not a general concept. We are talking about trading the Fibonacci's numbers. And the answer is no. You should check the weekly and the monthly. Just don't take them in consideration as probabilities. Because, one more time, what the weekly Fibonacci is doing has nothing to do directly with your trade on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart. Okay, understood. Yes, sir, understood. Patak, okay. Guys, you are warning me. I'm worried, you know. I would prefer somebody says, no, it's not. No, I don't understand. When you say everybody, oh yes, I understand. I'm worried, you know, because I know this is not an easy stuff to understand. This is not an easy thing to understand. Vincent, yes. Any understood? Patak, okay. Salbakti, yes. Zuelius. King, what about you? What about you, King? Maybe Miguel? What's the time? Okay, 5 more minutes. So if we understood this, everybody, and Zuelio says long Z, right? I'm going to change my name. I'm going to be long Z from now on. Not Zuelio's FX, but FX long Z. So talking about Fibonacci's, Zuelius is going to go long, but again, there is no right or wrong. We are just calculating the probabilities, and Annie says correctly, you know, it's a 50% entry. It's a 50% entry on the 1 hour chart. You know, now the question is, should we wait? Should we enter in the 1 hour chart? And the answer is quite simple, everybody. You need to take in consideration all the other things. You know, what is the market at a pivot point? Is the market at the trend line? Is the market bullish or bearish? You know, but talking about just Fibonacci's, you know, it's 50%, right? Now, what's the probability of the long Z, you know, in here? You know, what would you say? It's more and more clear. Great. Patak, teacher Patak, master Patak, now it's your turn. What is the probability? Oh, Passion, but you yelled at me before. I know, I'm sorry. What is the answer, Patak? What is the probability of entering in this trade? Master Patak, let's go. Now it's your turn. Tell us the answer. Vincent, yes, you are going to teach valid. You know. No, I have more knowledge than valid. I'm going to teach him. Why not, you know? Teacher Patak. Patak says, oh, what is, or everybody, you know, for that matter, what is the probability of this trade going long? Forget the weekly. We are talking about this one. What is the probability of the daily as a confirmation time frame? What is it? It's 50%, 20%, 80%. Remember, we are trading. So this is what we are trading. It's 50%. But how much percent probability wise is this on the daily? And I yelled at Patak before. Now it's his turn. 50%. How do you know? I'm joking, Vincent, I know. 25. No, sir. Daily short because it's down. No. We're talking about entering and trading the Contrarian Fibonacci. Master Patak is right, everybody. It's a 50% trade. It's a 50% trade. Fibonacci talking. How does Patak know? Because Patak, everybody, what did he do? He is going to put a Contrarian Fibonacci on the Contrarian Fibonacci, something like this. Oh, can we do this? Yes, you can do this. We are going to learn this. Patak put a Contrarian Fibonacci on the Contrarian Fibonacci. He's going to see that he doesn't have a confirmed C to buy the market in this Fibonacci swing. Therefore, his probability is 50%. Great lesson, everybody. Thank you all. Hopefully you learned a lot, everybody. And again, don't worry, we are going to learn all of these things, right? We are going to spend 2 months on the Fibonacci's. Okay, great everybody. Hopefully watch this lesson. Everybody watch this lesson. No 75. 75 is when we are talking about the trend confirmation. We are talking about Fibonacci's. Miguel, you are right, but you are talking about the other thing. Okay, everybody watch this lesson 5 times. I'm going to watch just 1 or 2. You are not going to learn 5 times the same lesson. Okay, thank you everybody. See you back tomorrow. And not tomorrow, on Friday. This week we have on the next lesson. Yeah, I'm sorry, I said yes. The next lesson we're going to continue to talk about this on